Hello, hello, and let's look at one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. It is, yeah, it's just one of my favorites. I love the artwork. Um, it's a solid deck, and I have two editions of it. This is the original edition. It is from 1986. The box has some discoloration. There's a sticker in the back. I bought this used, but I think it was unopened when I bought it. And then here is the current edition, which is only available in the 10 and from US Games. So let's look at the cards. It's the same deck. There is some size difference in the cards, though. The 10, all the 10s from US game systems tend to be, the cards are a little bit smaller just to fit in the 10, and you can see width-wise they're pretty much the same, but there is about, what is that? A little over 1/4 of an inch difference. And so here's the difference. So let's look. Here's the original. Here's the 10. We have an updated card here. The back is exactly the same, but notice you can really tell the size difference here. And then there's a little bit about Barbara G. Walker. And these are it's updated, so this is updated and this is the original. Let's see. She also did work on that I Ching of the Goddess cards. Professional knitwear designer, and her books on knitting and patterns are American classics. She personally invented more than 1,000 original pattern stitches, more than any other single person known in history, and creating a new technique that she named mosaic knitting. I had no idea. So she was a knitter. She is a knitter. I actually don't know if she's still around. So here's the little white book. A little different. And is it the same? Usually with these, they just use the same text. Tarot cards of the four. Yeah, it's just updated text. Updated book with the same text, essentially. It ends with applied in older times to the goddess, and applied in older times to the goddess. Yeah, 48 pages. Same thing. This one's glossy. It's in and this one is just regular paper. Now this deck I have used. It's just a fun deck. I used to keep it on my desk at work, just to play around with, and just so. Yeah, I like the deck. I just like the energy. I think the colors of this 10 are beautiful. But with these 10s, I have a few of them. They will tend to wear around the edges. The paint will come off, especially around the base here, where if you put it on hard surfaces, just so you know. But it's a great way to kind of keep the cards safe, especially if you're traveling. So let's look at the deck. The one thing that, I'll tell you right now, one of the things that I really don't like about this deck is how small the pictures are. They're so small. Okay, I had to fix them because they were out of order, and I forget why they were out of order. I usually keep my decks if I'm not using them in order. Only decks I heavily use are out of order. So let's look at this. So the Fool. So this is painted in the 80s, so mid-80s. I love the colors. Again, I think that the picture is so small. I wish it was blown up more because there's a lot of detail there. And BGW is initialed on pretty much every card because she painted these, which is pretty cool. I wonder where the originals are. But a couple things. So regular numbers, not Roman numerals, and on the court, if I can pull one up. Good grief. Yeah, there's 5 of Cups. So it tells you like a word, keyword, like regret. So this is a very user-friendly deck, especially for beginners. And the imagery is very RWS, but fresh. And you'll see. So here's the Fool. There's the, see the picture on the front is bigger than that. They look so much better if they were enlarged. Capes. Yeah, just a very lovely like tableau there. The Empress, look at all the things there going on. Wheat, the dove, a white mare, a banner, lily, the water, the waterfall. There's the Emperor, the square throne, the way he's looking, the ramparts there. Pope. Look, there's a little devil peeking out, which I love the cheekiness of that. Very symmetrical, though. The Lovers. I mean, these figures are so tiny. Cupid with the people there and the garland wrapped around, which is sort of like the serpent in the garden. The Chariot, horses going sort of opposite directions. You got the canopy. Der Triumphwagen. That's German. Der Triumphwagen. Chariot. Justice. Look at the eye there, like an all-seeing eye. The scales there. Hermit with the staff of Apollo, or Hermes, evoked there. Look at the Wheel of Fortune. So here we see an allusion to the world with the 4 creatures, and then we see the Wheel of Fortune in like a starry, kind of desolate, and there's like an Isis figure at the top. Pretty cool. A vulture in the tree. Strength. The Hangman, there's fruit also hanging. The 2 towers, and then the Snaky River, which is evocative of the Moon card. Death, we got mostly heads here. Actually, are they all heads? Yeah. Mowed down, everyone. The King, everybody, just chopped up. Temperance, I mean, look at the colors. They're beautiful. They're lots of primary colors, no muddiness, just very clean, crisp imagery, which is very good for beginners. Just coming out of the water. The Devil, Alpha and Omega. Genitals on the Devil. She didn't shy away from that. Good for her. House of God, or the Tower. Les Maisons Dieu. 2 people falling. The Star, L'Étoile. No little funny bird, though. Looks like those are gasoline jugs. And here is the Moon. See the winding path. We have the wolf, the domestic dog, the crab, and the Moon there. I love the features on the Moon there. Very delicate. The Sun. Look at the stars there on the side there. Kind of out in the day. The Sun. The twins. The Wall. Judgment. Look at the bat wings there. And again, you got the towers and the snaking path. and then the world. And there we see the figures again. But there's a fairy. Just like a little fairy there. And those are all numbered in Arabic numbers. So here we go into, we got cups, we got swords, pentacles, and wands, and that's the order. 78 cards total with the ace through 10, and then we got princess, prince, queen, and king. So we don't have a knight, we don't have a knave, we get a princess. Ace of cups, we have mermaid, and the one word, which some people like, some people don't like, but for beginners it's just enough. Two of cups. And for me, the pictures in this are a more modern take, the RWS, sort of fresh, easier to understand. Oh, look, it's that Salome, Decline, the Dance of the Seven Veils. Regret. Childhood. Look at the perspective on that. Dream. Seven of Cups. Ooh, Eight of Cups. That looks like Pan, and which trying to think of which myth that is with the tree. Loss. Nine of Cups, happiness. Ten of Cups is salvation. I might disagree with that keyword there. So here the court cards have names. So these are actual names from different myths around the world. Elaine, Galahad, Virginal, Dewey. So different myths from different cultures are utilized to kind of illustrate the meaning of the card. So here's Elaine. I believe her myth is depicted on the kettle there. Galahad, the hunt for, of course, the Holy Grail. There's no meaning to these. I mean, the meaning isn't here. It's just the name titled the Virginal. I guess there's a character named Virginal. It could look like Elsa from Frozen. I don't know. Kind of the Ice Queen, blue fairy looking thing, and Dewey. What does the book say about Dewey? Oh, it actually does tell you in the book. Oh, the Virgin of the Ice Queen is the Virginal is the Ice Queen. I was right. Holding his cup, the Sea King sits on his rocky throne. Welsh sea god Dewey. Two Christianized forms. He was canonized as Saint David and vulgarized as Davy Jones. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Davy Jones. Davy Jones locker, all that good stuff. Dewey. And then we go to swords. Doom. Doom. Balance. I love... Who doesn't love a Two of Swords card? Sorrow. Seclusion. Defeat. Passage. I like this one a lot. the little black cat, the crone, opposition. Disillusion. It's getting darker. It should get 9. Cruelty. Looks like a coven is out to get someone. Look at the tree, though. Kind of like, ooh. And then, of course, ruin. Here we have Skuld, Princess of Swords. Scandinavian Viking. There's Tyr. Kali, of course, is a Hindu. Goddess of destruction. Yama. I believe Yama is the same as Brahma, I believe. I might be wrong. Skuld is a Valkyrie. Skuld. Tyr, Norse. This is where we get Tuesday from. Kali, destroying goddess. Yama, the blood god. Okay, this is interesting. So, encircled by the infinity symbol of renewal, the bull-masked underworld death god dances on his totem, the sacrificial bull. Yama's name was an antonym of Kali's virgin creatress aspect, Maya. Incarnate in the bull, he entered the underworld to make a place for the souls of dead men. His blue skin was a conventional oriental sign of godhood due to blue blood, which is also attributed even to Jehovah as Gnostic demiurge of dark blue complexion. Yama's male and female emblems. Oh, the sword and the lotus suggest regeneration. Like the infinity sign, he stands for a godlike authority, a powerful judge, discipline, order, obedience to the law of nature, and possibly dangerous inhumanity. The more you know. Then we go to pentacles. How you can get reward with the snake there? I don't know. Looks a little strange. Change. Work. I love all these figures. There's Cernunnos in the middle. There's a siren. Pictographs. Work. Avarice. Scary tower. Hardship. We got 5 figures instead of 2. So extra hardship there. Charity. Please give me a coin. Please. Failure. Broken sword hilt. Cracked shield. Learning. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is beautiful. I mean, such a talented artist. I love her colors. I love the whole tableau. Oh, look, we got an alchemical symbol there, the elephant. The vessel. Pregnant. Accomplishment. Protection. Here we have Nimue. Nimue. This one looks like a witch crone. Merlin. Ooh, summoning. Erda. Oh. Goddess of the feminine. Fertility. You can always tell fertility figures with wide hips, pendulous breasts, V-shaped. There's the pentagram upside down, but the V is there. Union of male and female. Worshipping her. And then Baal. Demonized in the devil. Demonized in the Bible. Okay, and then we go to wands. Power. Alliance. There's balance, male, female, day and night, air and water. Fate. Virgin, maiden, woman, crone. Yeah. Success. Five of Wands means impasse. Glory. This card reminds me of Fellini Satyricon, the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's very good. It's beautifully done. Lots of colors, lots to look at. You're watching scenes and you'll see people turning and looking at you, the viewer. It's almost unnerving. Challenge. Fall. Sort of a Pegasus card. Defense. Oppression. Here we get Artagatus, Princess of Wands, and I don't know who the heck is an Artagatus. Floating between sun and moon, the sea goddess represents Argatus, Astarte, Ishtar, stood for both nurture and destruction. At Dur in Babylon, she devoured the phallic god Ones and gave him rebirth. A myth later repeated the biblical story of Jonah. Her card means irresistible power, perilous compulsion. Symbolized by another of her totems, a spider. Ooh, so she's an ancient goddess. Dagon. Sun and moon altar. The god displays both animal and human characteristics. Appeared later in the zodiac sign, zodiacal sign Capricorn, also called Yam, Phoenix, and Molech. Molech. Dual-natured consort of the cyclic goddess Artagatus. Moloch I'm familiar with. Molech. Hel, of course, is Queen of the Dead. Vikings' fiery mother Hel, or Hole, wears a sprig of her sacred holly. And that is the world, is that the world-eating snake? With her serpent reveals an underground fire pit that used to be likened to a boiling cauldron of regeneration. Valraven, crown, a trefoil crown of shamrocks or clubs. A Danison version of the totemic Raven King reborn in fire. He understood the mysteries of the triple goddess, one of whose emblems was the trefoil. Trefoil just means three-petaled or three-lobed. Quatrefoil is like a four-petaled flower, essentially, or leaf. There we go. So that is the deck. Those court cards can be a bit much because they're so specific with the, but as always, I believe if you feel it, say it. So you feel something about the card, even if it feels silly, get it out there, say it. Something to evoke that out of you. Put this card back in. Doop. Little white book. There we go. So that's the Barbara Walker Tarot. 2 editions. Still in print, not in print. So this one is not in print anymore, but this one is in print. So pretty much the same deck, smaller cards. Artwork is exactly the same. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching.